Hey everybody, man, welcome back to the channel, man. Hey, you know what? We got something different, man. Cue that intro. Alright, so today we got a little bit of a different video because I recognize like we all use YouTube heavy, YouTube University, that's where it's at. And like I recognize that every time I was moving to go places, because I've moved a lot in my life, they're like when I'm looking for that video to figure out an area or figure out how some stuff is, man, the people like the people that's on the video doing, they just not relatable to me. They don't do the stuff that I do, or they don't like think the way I think or operate along those lines. And I'm not saying that you watching this video all the same way, but I feel like I can give you a perspective from a person who has like not only a sense of self, but a sense of confidence, a hella confidence, like outside of even all this video ish and YouTube ish, just like as a person, you know what I mean? And I just think it's good to get like a perspective like mine when it comes to going places. Like, so I just think it'll give you like a more grounded feel to what you about to walk into. So, man, let's get right into it. Should you move to the Bay Area? Okay, so I had to take a couple notes down, so no worries, I ain't about to be staring here, but yeah, let's just go. Okay, so first let's talk about the different areas. So the Bay Area, and I ain't about to get all extra technical, it's composed of like San Jose, San Francisco, San Mateo, Oakland, what is over there? Hayward, San Leandro. I mean, we're gonna stop there. You could try to go up to Marin County. I don't even know if that's part of the Bay, it's probably not, or like wine country, whatever, like near Yosemite, but that can't be the Bay. But I don't know, I'm not going that far. We're gonna stick to like the main areas. Okay, so I lived during my time there in Hayward, San Mateo / SF, and then Oakland. Okay, so that's like the predominant area right there, I would say. Then you got San Jose a little bit off. I didn't spend too much time in San Jose, so honestly, if you looking for a video on just San Jose, this ain't your one, because I didn't really go. I went out there a couple times. I thought it was cool. I thought a couple of the nightlife little spots was nice, but like I didn't spend too much time there. So that might be a total different world than what I'm gonna speak on in the Bay. So I want to throw that out there before we get going. So let's break down the areas. Hayward. For me, super suburban type of vibe, nothing really going on, you know, so I didn't like it. Just to like skim right past that one. You got San Mateo. Now, San Mateo, I didn't know anything about before I moved there, like from Washington, D.C. And San Mateo, like, oh, by the way, just more context. I lived in the Bay for 3 years, all right? So I moved from Washington, D.C. to the Bay Area. I lived there for 3 years in general. And during my 3-year time, these are the, like, I lived a year in each spot before I made my decision to move here to LA. All right, so there we go. So San Mateo, really affluent area, really nice, not diverse at all. Like I probably was the only black person in my entire neighborhood, going in the grocery store, going to gyms, like wasn't really no racism going on, so it wasn't like, oh my God, you're like the only black guy, whoop-de-whoop. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, that's just how it is with certain areas. But personally, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed living in San Mateo, man. That was like, it wasn't too much going on, but I think it just felt good knowing that you could like leave your MacBook in your car. I mean, I wouldn't like advise this, but I'm just saying, but you come out the next day and it's in your car. Like your window's not busted, there wasn't no craziness going on. And so like, I just think after experiencing like what I'm about to say next, San Mateo is definitely a good one to just keep on your radar if you was like looking at the area or whatever. But problem is no diversity. So like it does clash with itself, but I mean, honestly, yeah, we're gonna get to it. So now you got SF. SF for me is kind of expensive for like what you getting, but I just think the city kind of dirty, but like that fog be over the city, and like, but it has the best nightlife. So if you turn up, if you like going out, oh no, the SF is like the spot, like to go to out of everywhere else. All right. Then you got Oakland. Okay, so Oakland's gonna be the most diverse. But like the people there, I think are a little bit interesting. Like, I mean, the people in the Bay Area in general are interesting, but like I would definitely say the people in Oakland, like especially like I'm gonna speak on the black community. I don't know. I think it's because it's like people was telling me it's like remnants of like the Black Panther there. I just feel like it's a lot of like we're gonna overthrow the government and like, you know, bring back power to the people and all. And I don't knock it. If that's your thing, that's lit. That's what's up. You keep doing you. But that ain't my thing. So like for me, I'm all about, man, don't blame that issue on nobody. Like, grind it out and make things happen for yourself. Like, hold yourself accountable. Like, we get that there's rules and circumstances in place that can turn around and definitely make things more difficult, but shit, push your way through it. And if you really want to make change, like, stack your bag up to get to a point where you can, like, pay for different things to be in place. Because just talking about it and always talking about overturn, that's my thoughts. All right, I ain't getting too deep into that because I'm gonna ask people on like, oh, this guy, whatever. But like, my thoughts on it, just people a little interesting. But Oakland in general, it probably got the nicest weather. Actually, let's just keep going. Let's see what we got. We got the weather. So the weather sucks. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say it. The weather sucks. All right, when you move to Cali and you from like Washington D.C., a place, and you looking for sunshine and rainbows, man, hey yo, I feel like it don't got all 4 seasons. But yo, it be like 40 degrees in the winter, like 50 degrees sometimes. And I know y'all like 50 degrees, that's crazy. But look, when you like expecting 80, 70 most of the time, and that joint go down to like 50, 40, you be like, come on, man. So I just think the weather's tragic, and that includes Oakland. And then in the SF, don't even get me started on that. When you got that fog up, and then it be cold, like, it just don't even, like, be nice. Like, it's literally, like, probably 3 nice months in SF out of the whole year. Oakland, I say you get a couple more nice days, but it's not that good. San Mateo, same thing. Like, it just sometimes just be too cold. I remember time I was sitting in the house with a hoodie on and everything. I'm like, dang, it was freezing. So, to me, the weather, I was not a fan. Nightlife, we kind of went over that, but I'll scam it really quick. I say best nightlife is in SF, hands down, no question about it. They got a bar scene, they got a club scene. I just think that's really good. Oakland does not have a bar scene at all. Like, there's a couple spots, but it's not that good. And then it's mainly clubs. San Jose, I did go out there a couple times, but I only been to like a couple clubs, so I can't call it, but they were fun. But like, if I was thinking of a nightlife, everyone goes to SF. So this ain't just for me. Like, people literally commute down to SF to go out for the night because they be wanting like more stuff to do. So that's just something to remember. Like, if you over in Oakland, like, that's just something to peep. Now I want to give y'all like a little bit more context on the people out there. All right, so like, what you gotta understand about the Bay Area is that it's super chill. Okay, like, it's a slow lifestyle. All right, like, and if you understand the difference between a slow lifestyle and a fast lifestyle, you will really like get what I'm about to tell you. So like, in like the Bay, you could be gone for a month, like literally going on a trip, come back and everything's still the same. Ain't too much done changed. Everybody's still chilling, smoking weed, cooling, going to work, and then after that going to happy hours, not really working on too much. It's like, it's tech money there. You know what I'm not saying? There's no creatives. Oh, that was why I got to this. So creatives, like this right here is 2 different brands from out there. This one, this person was called Entreprenugo, I don't remember for real. And then this one was called Hardline. So, you know, I was out there trying to support the creatives, but it's not enough of them. You feel me? So if you like an ambitious go-getter, I know the rules to life is like, you can make it happen wherever you are if you really want it, if you really go after it. But I'm gonna tell you all, the environment play a huge part in your success also. Like, if you're in a place where you got all these ideas and like you got all this ambition and you putting in all this work, but like the people around you, not like, they don't even think about those same things. Like, they don't even care about being, let's just say like swag. Like, they don't care about being flying your gear. They don't care with just wearing like flip-flops and a white t-shirt every day. Like, you just not gonna take off. Like, I mean, you could just be like, oh no, you gonna eventually know. Like, you need to get in a place to where they care about those things so that way you could take off. So like, I just feel like for me, the Bay Area, like, it's real like community first. What I mean by that is like, everybody kind of stick with their circle of what they knew this whole time. And if you meet people, they'd rather ingratiate you into their circle instead of you being like a cog in everybody's circle. Does that make sense? Like, if you, I'm not saying that you can't have different groups of friends, but the way that they just think and operate, it's like everybody just kind of stick with their little group. Like, and it's a real odd thing for somebody like me, because I'm not a person that operate like that. Like, I always like meeting people, networking, growing my network so I could become more. But again, that's mindset though too. That like, if you're an ambitious person, you do things like that because you recognize you can't get everything done on your own. You need to meet more people. And like, people there are like chilling their circle of people. One person can have ambition, but because the other 4 don't, they'll just stick with the 4. They just like let their thoughts become delegated to a group versus becoming their own person anymore. So I just think that's just super important to note, like, about the people in the Bay. They're like, if you're an ambitious person, I wouldn't go, just being honest. Now livability, like I'm from DC, so I definitely believe it's affordable. In the sense of course, you gotta make enough money to be affordable, but like, I just think it's so much money out there in the tech world and like in the career side of things that you should, like, you'll definitely be able to make it happen. So I'm gonna just sum the video up now. Should you move to the Bay? Okay. If you are a chill person who just wants to live in Cali, have some nice views, you're ambitious, but mainly from a career standpoint, you're not looking to create too much. Maybe a startup. If you're looking to create a startup, that's different. All right, that's still in that tech world though. Like, but then you might enjoy it. And the weather don't really bother you too much if you come from like a freezing place like Alaska. Like, also, let me throw that out there. It also depends on where you come from. I know somebody from Idaho and somebody from Alaska that live in the Bay. They love it, but they was from Idaho and Alaska. So like, of course they loved it. You know what I mean? Like, so if you from like Delaware, you probably gonna love it. You know, like I don't know much about like too many other places, so I can't keep going. But like the little like holes in the wall, I don't know them. So yeah, you'll probably love those. But like, you from Washington D.C., you from Miami, you live in Houston, you in New York, Atlanta, you're not gonna like the Bay. Hell no, hell no. If I told y'all how many people left the Bay Area to go back to those places or like moved there and was like, man, heck, you're not gonna like, it's just too slow. It's just nothing going on. There's no, like, it's no creative like minds. It's no like it's like crazy. And when I say creative, I don't mean in a sense of like building up your like, I'm talking in the sense of like, you want to build like a YouTube channel with some, I don't know, and become like an actor. And like, that's what I mean. I mean like just more. Like you want to be like a crazy artist. I'm not saying you can't do it, but the scene out there is just not heavy for it. It exists, but it's not enough to take you like really off. Like, yeah, y'all just have to experience it. So there's my verdict on the Bay. I would never personally move there ever again. One of my best friends live there. I'll probably go visit him at some point. But like in general, I mean, it was a 3-year experience. I'm so happy I went there because it got me paid to get to the point that I am now, because this is a lot of money there. Let me throw that out there. So, oh yeah. So if you look at, damn, I should have mentioned that. If you're trying to get on your feet on some career-ish, oh yeah, you need to go to the Bay, because like, it's so many tech jobs and like a lot of them work fully remote, and like it's a lot easier to get one when you just live there in general. So you definitely could get your bag up. Like when I first went to the Bay, I think I made 50K a year. You try living 50K a year in Cali, like those years done passed getting in that tech world, life done changed. So I just want to tell y'all, like, if your money ain't right and you definitely want a trajectory like yourself from a career standpoint, get to the Bay. Get to the Bay ASAP. Leave today. Leave today. It's a lot of money there. But if you like already set and you now want to achieve ambitious goals and you like want nice weather year round, don't go to the Bay. You're not gonna be happy. Like, it's just the reality. Like, you're not gonna be happy. Oh, and I guess I could have guess I could talk about the dating scene before I close this out. Everybody there, it's odd for me, they use apps. It's like honestly a thing. Like walking up and just saying, hey, what's up to somebody is highly rare. Something I always did, of course, naturally, but like, and I still met people, but I would say they was more on guard, like on some, well, do you got Instagram? Do you got this? And I could say, I know a lot of people could be like, well, bro, that's society. That's a lie. That is a complete lie. Like, I can get the comfortability part, but like everybody using apps, bro. I was just in DC, and like literally when I got there, like that following like month, people was like, oh, you got Hinge, you got Bumble, you got Tinder, like, and I'm sitting there like, no, why would I have those things? Oh, you gotta meet people, that's how you're gonna get a girl. And I was like, bro, they serious. So like, yeah, a lot of people dating out there either have known each other because they done dated each other's friends the whole time, their whole life, or they use apps. So like, if you enjoy meeting people through apps, you'll do great on a dating scene. If you don't, and you like me, and you like organic like conversations, you like organically meeting people, then you probably not gonna enjoy it at all. Like, I'm a storyteller, you know what I mean? So like, I always think future tense. Like, I'm thinking, I got kids one day, I got friends, I got everything, and I'm like, yeah, so they like, oh, so how'd y'all meet? On an app? No, we both was desperate, clicked on each other and made it happen. That's just how I look at it. Like, I want to be like, nah, I was at the gym lifting, she was eyeing me, I'm eyeing her. Like, I'm a storyteller. So like, I enjoy my stories to be good. And so for dating, it's a hell no for me out there. But like if the options you're seeing, you'll probably do absolutely phenomenal. Like, so yeah, man, damn, might be the longest video I ever made, but that's my closeout to the Bay Area on should you move there. It's honestly just 50-50 based on your perspective on where you are currently in life. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next one.